Well, now, hello there, dear listeners. Welcome to the Starborne Awakening Library. I'm Ella. Tonight's story is The Long Road. There was once a traveler who dreamed of reaching a distant mountain. People said that from its summit, you could see the world more clearly than anywhere else. So, one crisp morning, the traveler packed a small bag, laced up worn boots, and set out with hope in every step. The road was easy at first. Wildflowers lined the path. Birds filled the morning air with song. Every mile seemed a promise that the mountain was just beyond the next hill. But after many days, the road grew steeper. The weather changed, rain soaked the trail, the wind pushed against every step. The mountain still seemed impossibly far away. The traveler began to wonder, perhaps I've taken the wrong road. Along the way, other travelers turned back. It's too far, they said. It's not worth it. There are easier places to go. For a while, those words echoed in the traveler's mind. Perhaps they were right. Perhaps the mountain was only a story. Just then, an old woman appeared beside the road, resting beneath an ancient oak. She smiled as the traveler approached. "You look tired," she said. "I am," the traveler admitted. "I've walked for so long, yet the mountain never seems any closer." The old woman looked down the winding trail and nodded. That's the nature of long roads. They don't reveal their progress very often. The traveler frowned. "Then how do you know you're getting anywhere?" The old woman pointed behind them. "Turn around." The traveler did. Far below lay rivers already crossed, forests already walked through, bridges already left behind, villages that now looked no bigger than tiny dots upon the landscape. For the first time, the traveler saw not how far remained, but how far had already been traveled. The old woman smiled. We're often discouraged because we measure the distance ahead instead of the distance behind. The traveler stood quietly. Something inside began to soften. The mountain had not moved farther away. Perspective had. So the traveler adjusted the pack, thanked the old woman, and continued walking. Not because the summit was suddenly closer, but because each step had become meaningful on its own. Years later, another weary traveler stopped beside that same oak tree. This time, someone else was resting there, someone with worn boots, gentle eyes, and a quiet smile. "You look tired," the traveler said. "I am," came the reply. "I've walked for so long, yet it feels like I've made no progress." The older traveler smiled knowingly, then pointed down the winding road. "Turn around." Perhaps that is one of life's quietest truths. Growth rarely feels dramatic while we are living it. Healing seldom announces itself. Wisdom often arrives one ordinary day at a time. The longest roads teach us something the shortest roads never can. That perseverance isn't always about moving faster. Sometimes it's simply about continuing. One honest conversation, one act of kindness, one lesson learned, one sunrise, one more step, and then another. If today your own journey feels longer than you expected, pause for a moment, turn around, notice the mountains you've already climbed, the storms you've already survived, the person you've quietly become. The destination still matters, but perhaps the road has been changing you all along. And maybe that was the greater journey. Thank y'all kindly for tuning in. Until next time, keep a little room in your heart for wonder. Remember the light. Embody the light. Good night.